This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, a bit planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are home getting ready for a little trip for testing battery degradation or battery capacity. I just happen to have the Gen 2 battery and I want to know how many kilowatt hour can you get out of it. I measured before, the highest was 91 kilowatt hour, the lowest was around 84, 85 kilowatt hour only. So there's a quite wide span there between the best and the worst battery you can get in the battery swap pool. So yeah, I'm not, wait, no, okay. To unlock, you just do this. I didn't know. I tried to press it, but most cars here you can press it, but here you have to hold your palm there. So you see I charged the car to 100%, and then the test route will be actually a combined family trip also, and I will swap the battery. So we're gonna go to Kristiansand. Wait, can we see the swap station? Yeah, here. Not sure we can reach it. Possibly not. It's 350 kilometers away. If we do this, the car claims 12% at arrival. Okay, we'll see. 18. Wait, I could have sworn it said 12 initially. 18% at arrival. Okay, but we'll just drive and just say that. No, okay, not that. Here, yeah, 0 kilowatt hour. So we're gonna get ready and then we measure how many kilowatt hour did we get out of this battery. It is in very good condition. Excellent, 95%. All right, on the move. And as always, now during July, the road is filled with left lane huggers. So yeah, once I'm in Kristiansand, well, I probably have to charge before. I'm not sure how to do it, but I'll swap and try to get a low state of health battery. I've seen as low as 85%. And then we try to measure again on the way back how many kilowatt hour you get from that. So at least I find it interesting to see, okay, when you go for bus, what kind of batteries or what kind of capacities can you expect to get from this 100 kilowatt hour battery? We have been driving for over 2 hours now and we're down to 46% battery, and according to this 48.2 kilowatt hour we have around 89 kilowatt hour net capacity. I wonder if it's linear or not. I think it should be fairly linear. So yeah, first I thought 350 kilometers impossible to drive. Well, actually I think it's possible because many part of the stretches here they are this slow and even slower. So yeah, the car estimates 14% at arrival. Yeah, I mean we're gonna go to Dyreparken over there, so the deeper we go the better, but of course not too deep. But I don't want to swap. I could have swapped there for example, but that's kind of messing up the test, so we should just go over there and then do our thing at the zoo, and then yeah, well, actually at that point we can estimate the net capacity. So yeah, and then I guess we'll swap afterward and see if we get as low battery as possible. So we actually swap and re-swap until we go low, right, on the state of health. The kids are asleep in the back, all good. And actually, I found out that on the previous trip, the Europe trip, there was a slight how do you put this? Unhappiness between the front passenger and the back passenger because of lack of space. But I found that if you go slightly more upright on the second row, you can then slide the seat a couple of centimeters further back, so that frees up more space for everyone, because it doesn't really matter for her how upright the seat is, you know. we have finally arrived, and if we look here, 73.2 kilowatt hour with 16% left. I calculated have 87.1 kilowatt hour only. Huh? Really? How the heck did I get 91 kilowatt hour on that previous battery? It must have been at 100% here then. But it seems like this percentage here is not linear even. So, I mean, the consumption wasn't that high. It was mostly just slow driving. So, yeah. Well, interesting. At least we measured how much we had. Let me see. I'm gonna check something here. Okay. Yeah, you see, I cannot preheat either. The battery is already in optimal temperature. So, all right, at least we tested now. Let me go back to my EL8. Here you can see consumption, driving, whatever. Here we have some stats. It wasn't that schnell. It's not 1,000 kilometer time speed. Ah, man, the swipe. I think the problem is that I swiped too far off here, or there. So you see some of the consumption numbers here for the last whatever. So, well, yeah, at least we measure it now. We're gonna go to Dyreparken. It's right over there. So we don't have time to charge or swap yet, even though the swap is quite close. But we have to get there in time for a Captain Sabeltann show that starts in 25 minutes. So the swap station is right over here. I guess we can take it afterwards. Not sure if I can pre-cool the car or not. It might be a bit hot in here, but okay, anyway, now we have the result. Now we need to get going. This is what we came for. Captain Sabeltann. It starts at 2 in the afternoon. Right on time. Good thing we did need to swap or charge on the way here. We're back in the car. I figured that I didn't want to bother you guys with the personal, private, family stuff. Yeah, I got some complaints from some of my followers. They were like, Bjorn, are you gonna make these? Like, Bjorn, I like your videos, but if you keep making these family videos from now on, then what is the point? Or I mean, I want to see car stuff. I'm like, well, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna make these videos for the rest of the year. Dude, no, I'm not gonna go on a family vacation for the rest of the year, man. It's too much hassle for me. Fortunately, next week, Isabel and actually also Axel is starting on kindergarten. Yes! Finally, we get some of the freedom back again, the parents I'm talking about. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I was actually quite surprised to see that at 15% stellar charge, you can start the app and start preheating or pre-cooling the car, because it was 37 degrees in the cabin. So yeah, Tesla, I believe, I haven't tested it recently, and many other cars, they usually have a limit on 20% minimum to start, I don't know what they call it, AC or whatever, right? Climate control from the app. So kudos to Nio for that. But now we're gonna go swap the battery. You see, we are just a couple of minutes away from the swap station. 4 out of 5 batteries. Yeah, so I have the Gen 2 battery now. I have to say hasta la vista, farewell to the Gen 2 battery. I'm not hoping to get one back, so okay, but we need to load some of the remaining people and cargo in here first. Dude, there's supercharger here, V4, and then V3 over there.
Not Tesla.
Ja, Nimpen Tesla service shop or what I mean. Okay, but here's the swap station. Wait, where is it?
There are 0 people before you in the queue.
Where did we go?
Go
Here?
to the power swap station as soon as possible to avoid missing your turn.
It's kind of funny that every time.
Contact Nio Power
Yeah, okay.
require assistance.
Every time we go to a swap station, we just happen to drive by some Tesla. Yeah, it's Tesla supercharger also. It would be nice to show you guys how awesome this car charges with the Gen 2 battery. Wait, I'm aligned the wrong way now. I wonder, I never tried it before, but if we try to go
It's your turn.
the wrong way,
Tap to start.
what's gonna happen
Park the
then?
vehicle manually into the start area of power swap.
It
and
is-
then press the brake pedal.
I mean, it's just the wrong way. Will it park for me? Oh, okay. It doesn't tell me that, dude, you're in the wrong direction. You noob. You Nio noob. Okay, let me get in the right way then. All right. Oh, hey, boy. Oh, hey, boy. funny. This is Gen 2 charging station, probably also Gen 2 swap station. You can see it in the car's input. Yeah, but let me see. Because you have to go in the right way, and then we swap.
Please press the brake pedal. Nicely done. We are parking now.
There it goes. Bye bye Gen 2 battery. I mean, for the whole test, I need to swap to a low state of health Gen 1 battery, right, to see how low that one is in kilowatt hour. Will it go even lower than 84 kilowatt hour? But well, now you guys know there's a Gen 2 battery here at Kristiansand. All right, I think Axel is ready. He's getting bored. Swapping took too long. This is probably a Gen 2, or is it Gen 2? But let's see, go to battery. What? Excellent, 95%. No, that's too high. Let me just check here. Dude, what are the chances? I've been trying to find Gen 2 batteries, and then when I don't want them, then they pop up here. Okay, whatever, we're gonna drive, we can swap another time before we go home. Yeah, okay, whatever, let's go to the Airbnb now. You see here, I talked about this earlier. When we slide the seat more back, then actually the seat becomes quite upright. But that's fine as long as you use car seats, because they're already quite upright. But that means that we have less space in the back. So when we did that Euro trip, I managed to put lots of diapers here, but now it is a lot tighter. However, now this is the most backward position, but there's still space here to put something. You see, yeah, size of my hand here, something. So you can still squeeze in some diapers or whatever in here. Oh, that's actually, oh, okay, the floor mat then is folding up a bit. Okay, well, all good. So now I'm here at the Airbnb. You guys know the story, but I'm not going to bother you with the rest. No need to do a room inspection or anything. We're just staying here for actually 2 nights, and then we see.